Hello, this is Balefire. Going to be going through what my typical logo workflow with a client goes like. And of course this is going to vary based on the job. The example that I'm going to show is a client that didn't have a specific direction that they wanted to go outside of a couple of examples that they gave me, and I just sent them over a handful of sketches to start with. They actually ended up with 6, I think, and I'm just going to go through them and take a look at them, and you'll see kind of how the process goes. And these were actually pencil sketches. I don't always do pencil sketches. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll sketch digitally or just start manipulating letters and going and just going with the flow, whatever works. So the band is called Skies Beneath, and these are just some different treatments, knowing the type of music that they make, playing with the letters and trying to find what direction they might like to go with their logo. And those are the 6 sketches that I sent over. I believe the package that they did, only the minimum was 3. A lot of times I'll do more, but sometimes I get a decent idea of what I want to do when I'm going through it, and this ends up being the one that they go with. It's actually very close to this in the end. I'm going to go to the second phase, and what they'll do is they'll tell me which one they'd like to see sort of reworked into a mock-up, and that's what this one is here, and they chose the one that I was talking about. And kind of a bunch of different approaches to the same look. And then from there, we choose one to focus in on. I'm just going back through them again so you can see. And I really polish it up and take it through a lot of different possible looks. This ends up being pretty close to what the final one is. You can see I'm just kind of taking it through different approaches to finishing it, and showing them what the possibilities might be, and then they'll make any last notes, and I take those to a finished product, and I'll show you what the finished package looks like. This is what their logo package actually is. This is a PSD file of Photoshop. You'll get all these in high res. This is a pretty big file, 2500 pixels wide. I mean, that'll work in just about any scenario that you could possibly have. I'm going to go through all the files. This is a high-res JPEG of that same image, so they can throw it right up on their website or give it to a designer to use for something like their album art or whatever they're working on. And then I'll throw in different treatments of it, and just so they can display in different ways if they want. This is also a PSD. This is the high-res JPEG I think that they have on most of their stuff. Another PSD file. But I always include a larger variety of files, including vectors, file formats, including vector, just so that they always have something for whatever their purpose might be for the logo. And then this was another one that they had asked for that I included. It's a high-res of a JPEG, or of a vectorized looking logo. And then there's some actual vector formats as well. Pop those open in Illustrator. And I think these are the most useful ones because they're always going to translate to everything. You're going to print it on a billboard if you wanted, stage banners, all that kind of stuff. This is the one that I showed you the JPEG of earlier. As you can see, it's vector. You can zoom all the way in and it's still going to work for you. Pop that over into Photoshop and use it however you want as well. And there's a JPEG of high-res, just the basic logo in full black and white instead of having like sort of rasterized texture. So the main thing that I go for is just giving you options, all based off the same artwork. And a couple of different looks within that range too, because this won't be the same as the other ones that we had open earlier. It's all the same shape, but it's got just different rough edges. And then here's that logo with a texture applied to it that looks really good. And this one's actually halftone, so this would work in print as well. So that's pretty much it. That's what my logo package includes. I also do like icon design as well. That it's a little bit extra. I just did a package recently that had a couple different icons included as well to go along with their artwork. This is one of the icons that they had. They actually had several. And this, you can see the different versions. This is also their logo pack. This is the EPS file, the vector of that same artwork. There's a textured version, an extra textured version, another EPS vector file, another alternate logo. So as you can see, they have actually a really extensive logo package, included 3 alternate logos, and then their main logo, which is coming up here in a second. Right here's the main logo. This is the clean version, textured clean version, and then this is the true main logo that they actually use, and a textured version of that as well, extra textured. And then all of the vectors that go along with those. This one didn't include any of the PSDs, just because all these JPEGs are so high res and they're just black and white. It doesn't really matter at a certain point. So, alright, that's going to wrap this up, and thanks for watching.